Welcome to the e-portfolio from Monique Waters, Trekking Through the Forest. This video is designed to assist you with understanding the framework and navigation of the site. You will be given a guided tour through my learning journey in the Masters in Educational Technology program at the University of British Columbia. Each page of the site contains a header with the title Trekking Through the Forest, along with 4 main tabs: Welcome to the Wilderness, Choosing a Path, Scenic Views, and Return Home. Each main tab also features a drop-down menu. As you place your cursor over the main tab, additional options will appear as a list. The highlighted title indicates which page you are selecting. The main or home page is entitled Welcome to the Wilderness. At the top of the page, you can read a brief biography about my professional background and pedagogical beliefs related to learning through meaningful experiences. The quote by Henry Beston below the biography has been chosen to highlight one of the main themes of the site, environmental education, as well as the metaphor trekking through the forest. On the bottom of the welcome page is a section entitled Learning Journey. This provides an overview about the purpose, intended audience, and metaphor of the portfolio. The metaphor of trekking through the forest will be used to illustrate my learning journey. Obstacles, wildlife, and plants encountered in the wild link to the interconnectedness of the environment and how it relates to the exposure to multiple perspectives in the process of learning. The nature theme is also mirrored in the layout and photography. Elements of the natural environment can be seen throughout the site to mimic a hike in the wild. Leaves and foliage create a border around the header at the top of every page. These are similar to aspen, wild strawberry, and sumac leaves that can be found in Alberta. The background contains shadows of other plants and leaves. A small butterfly can be found at the bottom of every page, representing insects encountered in the outdoors. All of the photography on the site is original and taken in a forest located in northwestern Alberta. This adds authenticity and connects to artifacts involving environmental education, such as my research proposal and global show and tell project. Once you have read through this page and familiarized yourself with the structure of the site, return to the biography section at the top of the page. The navigation button entitled Begin the Trek will link you to the next page, In the Beginning. The page In the Beginning contains a copy of my letter of intent written as part of the application process for the Masters in Educational Technology. It serves to illustrate beliefs held in relation to pedagogy and education prior to the commencement of the program. This can be compared with reflections on the following pages to view how my knowledge and skills have evolved over time. Additional navigation buttons can be found on the bottom of each page. This is to assist visitors with accessing the previous or next page with a single click. Once you have completed reading In the Beginning, you may use these navigation buttons to return to the welcome page or advance to Choosing a Path. Choosing a Path is the first official page of the trek through the forest. Each page of the trek has a similar structure. The first paragraph explains the link to the metaphor. The following paragraphs describe the artifact, reasons why the artifact has been chosen, and how it has impacted my teaching. The artifact itself can be found below the summary. Full documents can be viewed right on the page. Websites are hyperlinked through text and an image, and all videos have been uploaded to YouTube and embedded on the page for easy viewing. Relevant references for each stage of the trek can be found at the bottom of the page. This has been done to facilitate access to educational research related to each artifact and reflection. As you begin to explore the next sections of the e-portfolio, it has been divided into 3 main experiences. Choosing a Path, Snacking in the Wild, and History of the Land all relate to learning the landscape and establishing a strong base of knowledge. This is important in any new terrain, whether you're in the forest or in education. The next part of the journey includes scenic views, lost in the woods, overnight in the forest, and canoe trip. These courses and artifacts represent exposure to new experiences and varied perspectives. Finally, the return home and final reflection serve to sum up the MET experience. They provide a summary of learning and how courses and experiences connected to one another. Planning and composing my final reflection provided the most rewarding experience. Prior to the construction of this site, I developed 5 questions to guide my reflections. They represented areas where I aimed to develop a depth of understanding. On this page, I return to these questions to evaluate how various artifacts and courses impacted my response. My first question asked, how has my role as a learner evolved? This examined how I learn, what I learn, and why I learn. As I was not identifying as the educator, but the learner, it gave me greater insight into the role of my students in the classroom. As I responded to this question, I became aware of how I have grown in my ability to seek knowledge and solidify my understanding. My second question permitted the examination of the pedagogy and research that support my learning. In addition, I reflected on how my pedagogical beliefs have been impacted by graduate studies. I found that my passion for constructivism and experiential education has been strengthened, and my knowledge of educational research has served to broaden my understanding and ability to apply my learning. What has been the role of community and collaboration throughout the program? Is the next question I responded to in my final reflection. These concepts represent important components of the MET program. The ability to collaborate and access communities of learning was modeled and practiced in every course through class discussions, group projects, and peer feedback. Assessment and feedback have been instrumental in my learning journey. The process of receiving and providing effective formative assessment is a powerful instrument in learning. My MET experiences have sparked my desire to place greater emphasis on thoughtful feedback throughout the learning process, and not just at the conclusion of an assignment. My final question addresses the main themes of this portfolio: technology and environmental education. I have been fortunate to have had the opportunity to work with different technologies and evaluate their effectiveness in environmental education. There remains a long list of additional possibilities for the merging of these two fields that I anticipate piloting in the future. In an effort to model what I have learned, if you wish to become a part of my learning community, I can be contacted via Twitter or email. Thank you for trekking through the forest with me.